Hello, everybody. This is Monks. Monks from Monks. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, this is my first ever tutorial. I had so many questions about Monks. How do you get your reverbs, your delays, your EQs? What do you do? How's your mixing process? Da 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 da. Therefore, I just wanted to make a video. So this is my ever first tutorial. I hope you guys like it. I'll probably be doing more. Let's see how the feedback goes. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. This song is called Bingo Players Nothing to Say by Stephen Carl. It's a remix. Uh, I basically had one of my buddies, crazy producer, crazy beat maker. He sent me some files that he wanted me to mix, and I think it came out really good. So I'm just gonna jump into it and show you guys what it sounds like with processing off and what it sounds like with processing on. This is processing off. Just let me remove all the processing, as you can see. I'm just bypassing all this by hitting Control Option Command and clicking with my mouse in Pro Tools. It might be a little loud because usually what people don't understand sometimes when they get mixes or when they send off their mixes is they send them really loud with everything peaking, and then the mix engineer got to turn everything down where you want it's around like the negative 18 dB level. So when when it goes through this level, will come into a plugin at the perfect level. You won't have to use plugins like trim. Later on I will explain. So the first thing I do when I get a mix first thing I do when I get a mix, I listen to it, of course. Then I go up here and I set my tempo. If you don't know how to find out a tempo of your song, you could bounce the track out, put it into a program I like to use called Virtual DJ, and then it will tell you the tempo. Once you get the tempo, you plug in the tempo. Sometimes I even go to a program called Mix in Key, and I will put the whole track in there and find out the key of the song if I can't figure it off the top of my head and I want a better vision of what the key is going to be. And then I would put the key down. But most likely, just first thing to do is put your tempo. Believe me, you don't want to be off tempo. When it comes to mixing, always use the highest buffer size you possibly can, please. That's the way how you can get the most out of your computer. But here, I'm going to dive right in. So this is the mix, how I got it without any processing or any levels or gain staging or anything. Might be a little loud. I might start off, loud and turn it down after. As you can hear, it's a lot of clipping all over the place. It sounds like an amazing song. Just need some like fundamentals and get everything together and glued. So that's where that's why I'm here. Mix engineer, professional that knows what he's doing, just to dive in and be able to adjust all these stems. As you can see, he never gave me a two mix. A two mix would be, imagine this track with all these things involved in it. Imagine this track with all these things involved in it. Sorry for repeating myself. I use my finger on the screen. I just want to show you with the mouse. You guys probably can't see my finger. Oh wait, you guys can see it. Anyways, but yeah. So right away, the first thing that comes to mind is I wanted to gain stage this whole track. So by gain staging this whole track, I turned on plugins like Trim. Trim plugins are basically, I'll use this example on the clap, is to turn down things that are too loud. So if I bypass this plugin right now, see how loud that is? That's way higher than I wanted. So I dropped it down by a lot, as you can see, to where it feels good in the mix too, and where the level is right. Mostly you're going for accurate levels, so you want everything probably to range around negative 18 dB FS. But yeah, so I would do. Don't mind these. You know how Pro Tools works, guys. You run into a lot of errors, especially when you got crazy like plugins all over your session, like these plugins. Like you could run into a lot of errors. So just work through them. Don't mind them. Switch over to Cubase when you have to. No, I'm joking. I've been using Cubase a lot lately. I'm gonna do some tutorials on that. But anyways, I'm gonna play the song with all the processing on. If you missed with processing off, you can skim back this video a little bit and hear how it sounds, and then hear how it sounds here. I'm not doing any editing, so you're gonna have to do that yourself. Let me just put all this processing on. Even my reverbs, I will put on and show you how this track sounds now. This processing also includes a submix, just to let everybody know. That's why it might sound pretty up to industry standards. I have a little submix going on there. Don't mind the red lights. It's probably from before. Some red lights won't kill you, but a lot of them will, and just try not to clip people. Because when you clip, you can't do nothing about it. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh, this processing's killing my computer. I'm gonna go insane and switch this off and go into Cubase in about 5 minutes. I haven't worked on this session in a long time, and as you can see, I don't have a lot of CPU processing power, even though I still make things sound really, really well. It doesn't matter how good your computer is. Well, it kind of does, because CPU processing kind of cuts you out every once in a while, just like this. But that's why you go to big studios with workhouse computers. But what can you do? I'm trying to make a tutorial at home for you guys on a little Mac. But let's try to do this again. Don't remove any plugins, people. If your computer's doing this, go get a better computer. Thanks. But anyways, you guys get the whole idea. Just really what I wanted you guys to take away from this is, believe it or not, this plugin was probably the most important. Fuck the EQ, the delay, the other compression, whatever it may be on any track. If your levels aren't right and everything's smashing, it's not gonna sound good, boys. And that's why, if you notice the difference from before, when you heard that little bit before after with no processing, the levels were all everywhere. But when you got some levels together and you did a little submix, you put some EQs and compression on, you notice it sounds really good. And just trim, bro. That's my main thing I want to talk to you guys about here, I guess, because that's what I got up from this video. But trim plugin, how big of a difference does it make? Even if all this shit's cocking out and stuff, you notice a difference on your mix as soon as you hit that trim plugin on. Anyways, I'm gonna sign out. I'll just leave this video short. I'll drop it, even though it's my first ever video. I'll drop it another time. But thanks, and take it easy, guys.